damage. And I recommend going Guardian Angel. Like your survivability will be increased with Guardian Angel. Like you cannot die with Guardian Angel with stasis and Knight of Edge. Like you just cannot die. Welcome to Rubo Okme Gaming. Today we'll be learning how to build Varus. Lethality, full lethality Varus. And this is my build for full lethality Varus. It works into a lot of situations actually. There's no other situation that I find that lethality Varus doesn't work in, to my opinion, so far. Okay, so we start off with the tier. Sometimes you don't need the tier, you could just start off with this. What's this item called? Sapphire Crystal. Start off with this first. No. My bad. Start off with this here. You start off with Unos Ghostblade. First item. You start off with Unos Ghostblade, first item. Then you go into Sapphire Crystal, second item. And when you stack up Sapphire Crystal to 200, right here to 250, then you will switch it out for Tear of the Goddess for 900 gold. Wait, you just wait until you stack it up. Or if you feel like you could get the stacks faster, just buy this after the Unos Ghostblade. Buy Tear of Goddess after the Unos Ghostblade. If you feel you can stack Tear of Goddess fast, like just stack it fast. Alright, yeah, let's go for Knight of Edge on Varus. But I recommend you use Cyril's Brush the third item, because the slow could be really detrimental in your in team fights. Like there are times I wonder if I should just go for the Cyril's Grudge first, because it's at first item now, because it does always grant the slow and thing, but I realize if I want the movement speed to move around through the map and the lethality that the flat armor penetration that it gives, I rather go UNESCO speed first item for that, and the damage and the movement speed and the ability haste. Well, plus I feel like Cyril's Grudge first item wouldn't make much sense actually. I never really tried it as a first item though. Nah, you move really slow. Like you have no movements, no mobility, anything. The only thing I can rely on is the UNESCO split to get me out of sticky situations. Like if I flash and UNESCO split just activate, that way. That one is your UNESCO split first item for the movement speed and the damage it does gives. But I recommend getting Cyril's Grudge third item after you get the Tear of the Goddess. Like the Cyril's Grudge really will help out your team fighting capabilities by a lot. Like your third ability, the grievous wounds and the slow it does give, plus with the Cyril's Grudge, the slow, the stack with the both the slow from your third ability and the passive Cyril's Grudge will stack together. I believe it's about, let's see, about 80% slow, 80 or 60% slow. Both of them together. That's why I recommend going Serious Scratcher and third item. For fourth item, you go Knight of Edge to block any kind of knock up, any kind of stun, any kind of spells in general. Like any spells that has had that make you useless. Like let's say a set try to ult you and you have Knight of Edge on, the Knight of Edge will block the ultimate and the damage. You don't take the damage from set ultimate, even if set hits you with it and you have Knight Edge on, you won't take any damage. And I recommend going Guardian Angel. Like your survivability will be increased with Guardian Angel. Like you cannot die with Guardian Angel with stasis and Knight of Edge. Like you just cannot die. As long as you position yourself really good, you cannot die unless you know what you're doing. It's all about positioning. You have to know where enemy is to make sure you don't waste up all three of these items, because these three items right there makes you unkillable for the entire game. Yeah, I get 16 kills, I believe. Let me show you. I did get 16 kills when I was just playing this build here. Oh, let me talk about the runes first. I was look Conqueror for the damage, like the stacking damage. Hold on. The amount of damage you get from Conqueror is really strong. Like I don't know. I see people rock Airy, but I don't like it. I like how it works. Like you're lucky you're giving yourself you making it. I understand you want to poke the enemy, yes, but at the same time you gain more damage from Conqueror. Like if you hit somebody 5, 6 times and you use just your first ability, the amount of damage you deal will be insane. Plus, I used the new brutal. They changed it. The abductive one is on hit. So when you use your second ability and this at the same time, you deal a lot of damage. Like you deal a crazy amount of damage. I don't know about Gathering Storm though. Gathering Storm, I'm not too sure. I tried Gathering Storm before the change the brutal. I don't the Gathering Storm right now in this meta, this fast-paced meta. I don't think it's really good. Like I don't like how the brutal the Gathering Storm work right now. It takes too long for it to work to come online. And at 9 minutes into the game, every 3 minutes, 9 minutes into the game and you only get 980. That's not really worth. I don't I that's not worth. And when it reach like 15 or 16 minutes, mm, I don't think it'll be much. I rather just go brutal for the early game damage, so I'll be able to put down the enemy in the early game and finish them off. Like the brutal in the early game is very strong. You cannot underestimate it. You don't even need to use most of your abilities when you have brutal. Like this brutal here right now is broken. In the early game, it's really broken, especially on Varus. You don't even need to use most of your ability. Just basic attack, and then you use your first ability. Then use your first ability and your second ability. No, use the second ability first. Then the first ability afterwards take it deal more damage with this brutally right here. Like it's really strong. And I was rock nullifying all for the shield, so I wouldn't get burst down in the early game if I go in against like a Draven. But most of the time I just ban Draven, but you know, champions that could burst you down in the early game. Or like Rammus. If Rammus jump on top of you with two other people in the early game, like around level 3, I believe you'll be able to survive with this right here. You will delay their damage by a good bit amount, and you'll be able to flash out of any sticky situation. Ooh. Let's run Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth is for the goal and the mana that it does give you. It's pretty decent. Alright, let me show you the gameplay right here. I remember how we lost this game though. Oh, I can't get the recording, that's why. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I haven't played this champion in so long. Yeah. I use this champion to rise up in from gold from gold 1 in season 2 to platinum 1. I used he to rise up to platinum 1 in season 2. The first time I ever started playing the game I used Varus. Alright. Well, thanks for watching this Varus gameplay. I mean Varus guide. I hope to see you in our next video.